me come move it over there? Wait.
Okay, what do you want me to go through?
Just run down. So
Run down. Easiest thing, liver here. This little portion right here in the center of the liver is your gallbladder. If you'll lift the liver up for me. This is your stomach. The fundus is the top here. The body is here, and the pylorus is down at the bottom. The connection between the small intestine at the top here and about here is the duodenum. And the rest of it is the jejunum. And then wherever it connects up to the large intestine there, this little section is the ileum. Okay, see how the small intestine connects up about here? Everything before it is considered the cecum. Okay, the ileocecal valve is the valve in between the two.
So
On
like
Thursday, after it's aired out a bit, you can go ahead and cut this open to see it. I'm just suggesting waiting a bit. Okay, underneath the stomach here, this area right here, can you see this right there? That's the pancreas.
There's your pancreas you're
Oh, okay.
looking
So
for.
pancreas is always going to be a little bit darker.
Yeah, and it's right under the stomach. Now, this thing on the side here,
Spleen.
yep, that's your spleen.
Okay, and then
What
this
are
is
these,
the
kidneys?
Kidney.
Kidneys. This that was covering all the small intestine right here,
Visceral
visceral flora, and then the parietal flora, you've kind of cut out most of it, but it's a thin saran wrap-like layer on the inside of this cavity.
It was blue colored.
And it was clear, but if it got any of the wax into it, it could look blue.
Ureter.
Actually, no.
What is this?
You've got a female cat. That is the ovary, and this is the fallopian tubes going down to the uterus.
So where would the babies have been had she had babies?
Right here in the fallopian tubes.
Oh, it would be extended and they'd be inside of it?
Yeah,
Cut 'em out?
pretty much the uterus here and the fallopian tubes expands, and then there's two branches of it, and each branch has between 2 and 3 kittens in it.
So do we need to know the female parts?
We will get to it later
Okay,
on, but
okay.
not for this one.
Okay.
Okay, this tube here and this tube here are your ureters. You're going to have to clean out a little bit more, but right here is your urethra. Right there.
And then that's the bladder.
Yep, and a bladder on top.
What is this?
That's their heart. And then your lungs,
Lungs.
Where's the diaphragm?
Right here.
that layer right there.
The
And
underneath one?
The very bottom one.
this one right here.
Okay. The
Now
liver.
this, you see this piece of clear blue stuff right here? This is your falciform ligament. It connects up your liver to your diaphragm.
Okay.
And that's on the list.
Okay. Now what else do we need
Is
to
this
do
the
up top?
trachea?
Yes. This is considered the trachea right here, and this is considered the larynx.
Do we need to take this off or leave that?
Yeah. If you look in there, get that
What's the
open.
snippet?
Well, it's not going to do the snippet anymore. You've already cut a little higher. But if you look, there's a little flap on the upper edge here coming down. Up there.
I see it, yeah.
That's your epiglottis.
Okay, so it hangs down.
No, it's actually up
It's
most
up.
of the time. And then when you swallow, it goes down and it covers up the larynx.
Is that the only thing we need to know that's inside? In
No.
there? Oh, okay.
You need to know the soft palate, which is the bottom of the mouth here. The hard palate is the top. Of
And the
course, you're
tongue.
going to need to know the tongue and the papillae. On the underneath the hard palate here is the nasopharyngeal cavity. The oropharyngeal cavity is like the back of the tongue there, right before it gets to the esophagus and the larynx and the epiglottis. And then the laryngopharyngeal orifice is that right hole right underneath the epiglottis leading to the trachea.
Okay. So that one's going to be in. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. I told you about that's the larynx, opening of the esophagus. The esophagus, you look under here, see that tube that's sitting right underneath the trachea? That's your esophagus. Carotid salivary glands are under here. Your submandibular is going to be down right about here. You may have to clean out a little bit. And then the okay, I'm not seeing your thyroid gland at all.
I cut it out.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I said, did I cut it out?
You may have, I don't know. But the thyroid gland usually sits right here and right here. Is that it? Nope, that's a muscle. You may need to clean that out a little more to get that fat off there to find it.
Okay.
But they had a good, whenever they get out their cat again, they had
Look at
some
it.
pretty good thyroid glands.
His shoulders, arms are gonna fall
Coronary and artery and veins on the heart, you'll need to know that. You'll have
So
to
need to
clean
clean
out
that
the
out.
fat on Thursday. The thymus gland, you actually cut it out a little bit. It kind of looked like a piece of the fat here, but it's that right there. And it actually, in the younger cats, it extends all the way up to here.
off.
Y'all had an older cat. Lungs, diaphragms, esophagus, we already went over that. Parietal pleura. You'll need to find the greater omentum. I told you where the falciform is, gallbladder. Common bile duct, if you lift that up, it attaches here to the duodenum. It's like that right there, attaching to the duodenum here. And it comes directly off of the gallbladder, which is right in there. Stomach, we're going to have to cut open on Thursday too, so you can see the Brugge. Cardiac sphincter is at the top. Pyloric sphincter is at the bottom. And we already went over pancreas, spleen, and all that. Hepatic flexure, we went over that. The only other thing we're going to need to do on Thursday is the kidneys here. You're going to have to clean out the fat around them so you can see the arteries, veins, and the renal pelvis, along with the rest of this little list.
Okay.
So
So
that
in the
gives you
lab,
something for Thursday.
On the practical, you're gonna have these organs like penned. What is this? What is this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.